Long ago, in the land of Ukwuta, people lived in peace. Families worked on their farms, men hunted, and women cooked and cared for their children. The village was respected because its daughters were known for purity and good behavior. One evening, a rich stranger entered the village. He wore fine clothes and carried bags of cowries. He whispered to the young women, offering them money for shameful acts. Some laughed and refused, but one girl accepted. The girl thought nobody would know, but news travels fast in small places. Other girls saw the gifts she received, bracelets, wrappers, and food. Slowly, jealousy grew in their hearts. Soon, 2 more girls joined her. They too began to meet the stranger at night. They told themselves, it is only for money. Nobody will know. The stranger had a plan. He wanted to destroy the village from within. He knew that if the women lost their purity, the village would lose its honor. Mothers started asking why their daughters had new clothes, beads, and shoes. But the girls lied. They said, we got them from friends. At the village market, whispers began. Old women said, something is happening in this land. The young girls are changing. Their eyes are different. The village chief, Ukwuta, called a meeting. He said, our daughters are the pride of our land. If they fall, the whole village will fall. But the men laughed and said, it is just a few girls. The few became many. Young girls saw how easy it was to get money without working. Farming was hard. Cooking was tiring. But this new way seemed easy. Best friends began to compete. They no longer trusted one another. They fought over men and over who had the best gifts. Not only young girls, but even married women joined. They said, why should I suffer when I can get easy wealth? Men came home to empty pots. Their wives no longer cared for them. They cared only for new clothes and jewelry. Children were left hungry because their mothers chased after money from strangers instead of cooking. The rich stranger returned with more wealth. By now, almost every woman had joined his way. He smiled, for his plan was working. But the truth was dark. The stranger was not an ordinary man. He was a spirit sent to test the village. The elders gathered under the Iroko tree. They wept. They said, there are no more virgins in this land. Our daughters are lost. In the past, a bride was celebrated for her purity. Songs were sung. Gifts were given. But now, no family could boast of a pure daughter. The gods became angry. Crops failed. Rain stopped. Hunger entered the land. Men fought among themselves. Fathers quarreled with daughters. Husbands beat wives. The peace of Ukwuta was gone. Chief Ukwuta cried. He remembered how he once laughed at the warning. Now he said, if only we had stopped this evil when it began. One day, an old prophet entered the village. He saw the pain and said, this land has sinned. You allowed lust to rule. You must repent or perish. At first, the people laughed. They said, we are only enjoying life. Why should we repent? The land grew worse. Even the rivers dried. Sickness spread. No medicine worked. Children became thin and weak. Their cries filled the air. The gods turned their faces away. The women who once felt proud of their wealth now felt empty. Their gifts turned to dust. Their beauty faded. Everyone gathered again. This time, nobody laughed. They begged the prophet, tell us what to do. The prophet said, you must drive the evil spirit out. You must stop this shameful work. You must return to farming and honor. The people sacrificed goats and poured palm oil at the shrine. They prayed to the gods for forgiveness. The stranger disappeared. He was never seen again. Slowly, rains returned. Crops grew. The land began to heal. But the shame remained in history. Ukwuta was forever remembered as the village that almost destroyed itself. The elders taught the children. Do not sell your honor for wealth. Purity is wealth. Dignity is wealth. Remember Ukwuta.